Halo, 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 everybody, halo semuanya. Selamat malam, good evening, konbanwa. Kembali lagi di streamku dan kali ini kita akan lanjutkan main Vampire's Melody. Yap, sudah agak lama ya main ini. Oke, main bulan lalu, yes. Dan ini kemarin itu terakhir terakhir kali main ini itu kita baru selesai chapter 2, chapter yang agak panjang, tapi sudah lumayan berhasil kita selesaikan. Jadi ya itu lumayan itu sih, lumayan bagus progresnya. Ini harusnya gameplaynya nggak terlalu lama sih. Malam bang, halo malam Kun, halo, selamat datang di stream, thank you for coming. Oke, jadi sudah aku share, jadi udah beres kayaknya ya. Langsung aja continue. So then we head south and come to the suburbs far away from the city. This area has a plenty holograph. Suaranya mendadak keras. Atau emang sejak awal suaranya keras? Nah, aku kecilin dulu. Jauh bias gimana? Kecilin dikit. Oke, ini kira-kira segini bisa lah ya. This area has plenty of small buildings built haphazardly across both sides of the road in place of the attractive skyscrapers from earlier. Most of them are only a few stories high, with clothes being hung out across their fences, giving the impression of a very messy place. Oke, ini kita ada di daerah yang berbeda dari yang sebelumnya ya. Oke. It even feels as if I have returned to the slums in the old continent where I used to live.
確かにこの辺りに警察はいないわね。
Memang suaranya aku tinggi lagi. Suaranya jangan sampai ngalahin suaraku. Segini mungkin ya. Yala turns around and angrily approaches me from ahead. Why are you mad? Okay, what did I do wrong? Huh? What did I do wrong?
こんな貧しい地域で盗みに入ったって何にも手に入らないじゃない。
Oh yeah, our plan was to rob from people, yeah. So you say, but isn't that a convenience store? Even a poor shop will probably have quite an amount of money. I point to the opposite side of the road, where a modest-sized shop is standing over there. Although the interior looks dark from the outside, its weathered signboard clearly identifies it as a convenience store that is open for 11 hours.
本当に？もう潰れてるんじゃないの？
Yala glances to her side and looks very skeptical. Anyway, let's take a closer look for now. We'll find another one if this shop really doesn't work out.
ちゃんと営業してるって保証しなさいよ。
Okay, let's do that. It's not my problem whether the shop is open or not.
まあいいわ。今日もお風呂に入れなかったらあんたに舐めさせてやるんだから。
I'm sorry, what? Let's screenshot that. This is screenshot material. What? Really? I wanted to make sure I heard it correctly, but the area near my ear got hit hard immediately.
何やらしい顔してんのよ。そういうつもりでやったんじゃないわ。
Yala's blushing face proves that I didn't hear her wrongly. So, vampire girls will use an inappropriate pickup lines at times too. I know. That means I can take advantage whichever way it goes. If we manage to snatch our money, we can sleep comfortably. If we can't, I can get close to a pretty lady.
このバカ最低もう行くわよ
Ah, sendiri vampire. Sila vampire, sendiri lagi. Yala pulls my ear and begins to cross the road. Ah, it hurts. Let go, let go. We'll attract unwanted attention if people see us like this.
今回は見逃してあげるけど次はないからね
Okay, okay. Yala even yanks my ear strongly one more time before releasing me. Sorry about that. Minum dulu sebentar. Whose fault is it? Out of my ear and look at myself.
何言った
I said, thank you for your mercy, Missy.
早く行きなさい
Yes, yes. We arrived in front of the convenience store with a dark interior. Luckily, the shop is still open. Not only that, but there are quite a number of store clerks inside. Hey, what are you doing here? An assistant steps in our way as we are about to enter the shop, and he doesn't sound too friendly.
何もただ見て回ってるだけよ文句ある
Yala sounds even more unfriendly. No, we're here to buy something. I hurriedly stepped between the two of them and state our purpose to avoid a misunderstanding. What is there to buy? Scram. There's nothing inside. Are you the shop assistant or not, huh? The assistant blocking us doesn't seem to have any intention to step aside. He waves his hand to drive us away instead.
そこに物がいっぱいあるじゃない
I glanced briefly at the shop's interior. There are several rows of shelves with an assortment of bottles filled with liquids of various colors, but I can't see any customers. The only ones inside are all store clerks wearing the same uniform, and some of them are staring at us strangely. Is this even a store, huh? I'm not even sure. What? Are you looking for trouble?
何よあんたなんて睨みつけただけで死んじゃうんじゃないの
Yella pushes me aside and stares at the shop assistant blocking us. It seems as if a fight is going to take place, and I clench my fist in preparation. We're doing our stock take. They're not closed for today. Now another shop assistant comes out from behind the cashier counter inside, and both of them are blocking the door completely. I see. Fine. We won't buy anything here then. Let's go. My intuition is telling me this place isn't a simple convenience store. We might get into a lot of trouble if we start a fight here recklessly. So I quickly decide to go with the flow and pull Yella's arm, urging her to leave.
どうして行くのよ
It seems Yella didn't catch my trick. You'll understand soon. Listen to me. Let's go.
もう
Yella glances at those two store assistants blocking the door, but she eventually leaves with me, looking puzzled. As we walk away from the shop, Another two of the staff follow us until we're quite a distance before they return inside. Okay, so we are suspicious.
あのコンビニ絶対後ろめたいことがあるのよ。
Yep. Yella has finally arrived at the same conclusion as I had a little earlier as she watches those two men return. Right, Missy, you finally realized it. I don't need to waste my breath in explaining to you then.
うるさいわね。
Suaranya agak keras ya. Yella kicks me and begins to think.
後ろめたいこと。
Hang on. Semoga aja soalnya nggak terlalu keras sih. Right. What kind of convenience store would hire so many employees to look after it, and even send some people to monitor customer movements?
店員を大勢作って中に人を入れないようにして。
The shop may be a front that is used for some other purpose. The question is, what is it?
わかったわ。
What is it? Yala suddenly raises her eyebrows before I can finish. What do you know? She laughs in triumph, but I'm confused instead.
大勢で監視して他の人を近づけないようにしている。さて、どうしてかしら。
A storehouse. Valuable things?
そうや。あのコンビニが何に使われているかはこの際重要じゃないわ。大事なのはあそこに大金か貴重品があるという事実。そうでなきゃあんなに大勢人を雇う必要はないもの。
In that case, what do you plan to do? The shop has at least a dozen people, and all of them are big size.
私が誰か忘れたわけじゃないでしょ。店員が十数人いるくらい全く問題にならないわ。
It might not be a problem if we were on open ground, but I took a look at the store's layout. The place has a lot of huge shelves inside with very little room to move about. If they have guns, they can simply shoot through the shelving, and you won't be able to get close to them quickly enough because of all the furniture.
そこまで言うなら何かいい方法があるわけ？
Do I? I don't have any yet. You talk quick, but you don't have any ideas. Why, Relan? Okay. My God, his name Relan.
それならどうぞゆっくり考えて。私は休める場所を探すわ。この忌々しい太陽のせいで干上がっちゃいそう。
Okay. Now that you mention it, it does feel really hot. My brain is going to malfunction from this heat. I look around. Unlike the city, this place doesn't have any trees to provide shade on either side of the road. We're only seeing streets devoid of any vegetation and plain-looking single-story building everywhere. No wonder it feels so hot.
ねえ、久保くん、あの太陽取ってきなさいよ。
How am I supposed to do that? Are you stupid? Don't you think it will become hotter if we retrieve it? We might be able to take shelter from the sun over there. I noticed a lot of blankets hanging in mid-air to dry across the road ahead.
あそこまだ下に水滴が垂れてるじゃない。汚いわ。
Bawah laundrynya orang. Do you prefer to have some water on you or become sun-dried? Yala hesitates for a moment, but she takes shelter with me under those wet covers anyway.
あんたたちは女性のために星や月を持ち帰ると誓うのが好きよね。でもあんたは太陽を取ってきてくれなかったわ。
I never made such a promise. Besides, they said the stars and the moon. They never mentioned anything about the sun.
もういいわ。期待してないもの。それで、あのコンビニにあるものを手に入れる方法は思いついた？それくらいはできるでしょ？
Maybe. I wanted to think about this at first, but you interrupted me.
じゃあ今すぐ考えなさい。
No hurry. Anyway, the sun is so intense and you can't use all your powers now. I just need to think of something before the sun sets.
勝手にすれば。でも、思いつかなかった時、その時には。
Yella seems to have thought of something. She suddenly stops in mid-sentence and her face turns red. What? She got burned by the sun?
うるさいわね。口を動かすより頭を動かしなさい。
Okay. Halo Bang, halo Agung, halo, selamat datang di stream. Semoga suka sama streamnya. Yes. What a weirdo. She must be scorched until she is idled. Apa idol itu? Nanti aku Google. When night falls, we take advantage of the cover of the night to return to that suspicious store. It just so happens that several of the employees have left the shop and they enter a blood-shaped car parked outside. Interesting. They're knocking off from work. The car starts its engine and promptly disappears from our sight.
すぐに帰ってくる可能性もあるわ。早く動かないと。
Okay. No hurry. Let's see what's inside that place. I studied the shop. It seems that clerk behind the counter earlier is moving boxes near the entrance, and he's the only person inside.
絶好のチャンスね。ほら。
No. We agreed on this plan at first. Yella would hide in the darkness. I would start a commotion to throw their people out of the store. Then she would dispatch those from outside before dealing with the rest inside. That's a good plan. In the end, Yella seems to think it's a good time to strike because the shop only has a few people inside. She's strutting there cockily after dismissing my well-thought-out plan. The assistant becomes very alert and puts his box down upon hearing footsteps. He places one hand behind his hips and uses the other hand to lift the shutters on the door. We're closed. You never open anyway. He's shouting loudly, and it seems deliberate. Well, we have a young girl here. The man is startled upon seeing Yella. Then he relaxes and extends his raised hand in her direction. Yella smoothly grabs the cashier's right arm, sends him turning a full 180 degrees, and bites the back of his neck. The hulking man drops like a sack of potatoes, and the pistol on his hip clatters to the floor. Watch out! Inside! Yella is about to enter the store when the shop's tinted door suddenly opens and several blood-gaunt men with handguns emerge. Damn! Who dares to get trouble in Tiger Barber's territory? You have a gang and you name your gang Tiger Barber? Huh? What is this, comedy show? Hang on, I want to drink. The man in black leading the group notices Yella and the downed store assistant. He hesitates for a moment before pointing his gun at Yella. It is simply the worst thing that can happen at this range, and there are so many shelves of goods in between. Yella, duck! I pull across to pick up that cashier's pistol on the floor and call out to Yella to give me some space. She has probably grasped the situation and immediately bends down. I stand upright, raising my gun to try to recall how I used a shotgun in that split second. The only difference between a small handgun and a shotgun, this weapon doesn't have a stock, but the barrel and trigger are still there. I just need to point the barrel at these people and pull the trigger. But those black guardmen have also spotted me. They're aiming their guns at me. Holy shit. Gunfight. When I squeeze the trigger, the pistol issues a deafening noise. The part between my thumb and forefinger shakes. Forefinger shakes. And the gun slips from my hand, which had become numb. As I bend down and reflex to pick up my weapon, something whizzes above my head. You, sir, are almost dead. Okay, you are really close to being dead. Hang on, tunggu sebentar. Coba buka menu. Quick save. Chatku kok nggak muncul ya? Hah, aneh. Tunggu sebentar. Kenapa chatku nggak muncul di stream? Hah, aku udah sadar. Aku sudah copy paste. Di copy pasted the chat's code. Why it didn't work? Hang on, I have to change the. Change it like this first, and then change it to the chat's web address. Okay, that should work. Yeah, I don't know what happened earlier, but now the stream is showing the chat. Don't tell me I just had my brush with death. You just did, mister, you just did. Before I can recover from that shock, Yella has already disappeared from my sight. A split second later, people are screaming in agony, and the sound of metallic furniture crashing on the floor is ringing out from inside. I hurriedly get up to see what happened inside without bothering to pick up that gun. But Yella is already dusting herself as she steps out, and she throws a bottle of water from the shop over to me.
よくやったわ、しもべ。またお手柄ね。
Huh? She already took care of all the people inside. How convenient. Yeah, she doesn't need my help. Anyway, haha. That's how superior her strength is. You've dealt with them? I opened the bottle of water and gulped a few mouthfuls. This kind of water actually tastes sweet and imparts a slight stinging sensation to my tongue. He just drank a soda. Probably don't know what a soda is. But my throat is also releasing some gas after drinking it. Yep, a soda, my dear medieval friend.
それはあんたのなんだからゆっくり飲みなさいよ。
No, what kind of drink is this? I look at the bottle of colorless liquid. I can't understand the words on the label, but it feels refreshing after drinking it.
私も知らないわ。適当に取っただけだけど、毒じゃないといいわね。
Let's hope it's not. You dare to pick one like this? Are you trying to kill me?
あんただって確認しないで飲んだでしょ。
True. Never mind. I'm used to your reckless behavior. Please tell me in advance if you want to charge in blindly next time. Those people might have turned you into a match for thieving if I hadn't acted in the nick of time.
黙りなさい。あんたがミンチにされそうだったんじゃない。私は一人でも戦えたわ。それより血は無事なんでしょうね。
Yala looks up and points at the knapsack on my back. Oh, we carried the bloods. Okay. Blood bags? Oh no! I hurriedly turn around and breathe a sigh of relief when I see the bag is still sealed tightly. It is a good thing Yala had a few packs for us earlier and the backpack wasn't as tight. Otherwise, I could have spilled quite a number from that heated battle. Phew! What a fight!
さあ、さっさとお金を探しなさい。出て行った奴らが帰ってくるかもしれないわ。
Ah, it's so cute. The interior of the shop is very messy. Several people in black are lying on the floor with drink bottles scattered around them. These are the rest of the people?
あそこの部屋に隠れている人がいるはずよ。
Oh, there are more. Yellow points to that door the men in black came out from. What should we do?
片付けてくるわ。あんたはカウンターから調べてなさい。
Okay. It would be too dangerous for you to go there by yourself.
足手まといよ。あんたはあんたの仕事をして、ふざけたこと言ってないでさっさと動きなさい。
Okay. Yella shoves me to the counter. Okay. Be careful.
言われなくても分かってるわ。
I jump to the back of the cashier counter and Yella heads to that door. Hang on, I want a drink. The machine is on the counter, and I've seen such a device before at a convenience store in the city. The clerk would keep the money in a drawer on this thing, which had buttons with numbers like the telephone. Yet it looks somewhat different by having buttons with letters as well. They use this to keep money nowadays? How do I open it? I search the counter. It is messy on top, but I can't find anything that resembles a key. I don't need a key to open it. I studied the machine carefully, but I have no clue, so I can only press some buttons randomly. Ah! I wonder what I pressed. The drawer in the device suddenly extends out, and it actually has banknotes inside. Haha, score! I smile in delight and stuff the cash into my pockets. By my rough estimates, I have a total of more than $800. Although this is a small sum compared to the amount Yella used to enjoy in the past, it's still enough to last us for a while. Halo Kak Sho, halo Ovi, halo, selamat datang di stream. Semoga suka streamnya ya, lagi baca visual novel nih. After putting all the money into my pockets, I go over to join Yella. The area behind that door seems to be a storeroom. It is brightly lit, but I can't hear anything. Yella? My body suddenly becomes tense. Perhaps she has fallen prey to an ambush inside. Yella! I slide further inside that room. Eventually, I see Yella's figure when I reach the back, and my muscles finally relax. She's squatting quietly in front of a cardboard box, lost in thought. Yella? She didn't answer me. Perhaps she got poisoned? Don't tell me she drank one of the store's drinks at random and got poisoned. My muscles, which relaxed earlier, become tense again. I hardly try to induce myself to vomit and eject that poison. If I pass out from poisoning as well, both of us will die here. Uh, uh.
何してんのよ。
Okay, dia masih hidup. You didn't get poisoned? She suddenly returned to herself, and it gave me such a fright that I choked on my saliva.
毒って何のことよ。
Why did you answer me? I called you for quite a while.
考え事してたのよ。蚊の鳴き声が聞こえるわけないでしょ。
A mosquito buzzing around.
忘れなさい。それより早く来て。
Ada apa sih di situ? Yala beckons me to come over, and I obey her.
ほら、大金よ。
Ooh, do it. She moves aside to reveal the pile of cardboard boxes behind her. I quickly take a closer look at the contents in those boxes, and then turn to regard Yala. Beneran banyak duit di sini. Oh, usaha kita merampok tokonya berhasil. Both of us are overjoyed at the same time. I've never seen this amount of money in my life until now.
この程度で何驚いてるのよ。でもこれだけあれば新しい城も買えるわ。
Mungkin nggak bisa sampai beli kastil sih. Let me do it. I quickly grab the money to stuff into my pockets, and they're full in no time.
バカ、箱ごと持っていけばいいでしょ。
Then I lift the entire case of money in my arms. I think I've never used up so much energy in all my life.
まずいわ。
Huh? Yala suddenly stops smiling and becomes very tense while I'm savoring that moment of striking it rich. What's wrong?
外で音がする。車がたくさん来てるわ。
Orang yang tadi pergi sudah kembali. Cars, tigers, people have returned.
誰かなんてどうでもいいわ。とにかく早く出なきゃ。
Okay, kabul. Yara is looking at the boxes of cash around her in reluctance while saying it.
一箱だけじゃ済まらないわ。もう二箱ぐらい持てないよ。
Wah, disuruh lagi. Yes, provided you help me grow another 2 ounce.
無駄よ、無駄。
Why don't you take some boxes yourself? Yala sighs in frustration.
あんたバカなの？私が箱を持ったら誰があんたを守るのよ。か弱いお姫様。
Aku yang dipanggil Oma. Hello, princess. I'm a chef who has wielded a cleaver and seen blood before, okay?
すっごい。くだらないこと言ってないで。早く行くわよ。
Okay, kabur. She urges me and goes out ahead. I follow her while carrying a box in front and a knapsack on my back. We see 4 to 5 black-shaped cars parked on the road in front when we step out of the store.
早く。
Okay, kabur. We quickly duck into a narrow alley at the side while the car's occupants haven't climbed out, and we run as fast as we can. Ini sudah ada rencana kaburnya kan tadi? Who dares to touch a child's father's money? You must be tired of living. Ada yang denger, ada si mereka tidak tahu. Man, advance, kill them. That's the second person. Okay. As we turn a corner, I can hear cursing gunshots from behind. Numerous bullets are hitting the walls around us, sending loose stone chips flying. Jangan sampai kena aku masih manusia biasa. Ya, majikanku di sini vampir sih, tapi aku manusia biasa. Ah! Oh no! My hand suddenly got hit by a stone fragment that flew from somewhere. That intense pain causes my hand to relax involuntarily, and the box I was holding tightly at first drops to the ground, scattering money everywhere.
そんなのいいから。
Leave it. I thought of picking up that money, but Yellow pulls me and we continued to run. An entire box of cash got left behind. Okay, that is such a pity. We needed that cash. You know the money, you know the money. Catch those two young rogues. Maybe I have scattered the money behind us and there is some confusion among our pursuers. We seized the opportunity to run as quickly as possible. I want to find a corner to lose them, but this alley is really long. Okay. And Yella is pulling me more strongly. It seems I'm slowing her down. Leave me and run off by yourself if you can make it.
うるさいわね。
Okay, I'm gonna shut up. She's pulling even harder. I think my arm's going to break off any second. We've reached the end. A wall is standing at the end of this alley. Those people from behind are pursuing us again, and bullets are beginning to whiz past us in greater frequency. The minute we stop, we will be shredded to pieces instantly.
左右に道があるわ。
Huh? So this place is a T-junction. The left side goes into a dark alleyway, and the right extends towards the main road. Kenapa ada pilihan di sini? Sebentar, quick save dulu. Kalau mau kabur dari mereka, mungkin lebih tepatnya pergi ke main road. Kita nggak akan naik basa-basa kalau di jalan besar. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Ini juga bukan tengah kota sih. Kalau mau kabur mungkin mending di daerah alleyway supaya bisa lose them. Kalau lewat jalan-jalan sempit bisa lebih cepat kaburnya. To the left. The main road is too well lit and will be easy pickings for them. If you run further into the darkened alleyway, our pursuers probably won't be able to see us clearly, so they are likely to shoot wildly as before, and we might have a higher chance to escape.
わかった。
Yella nods and drags me into the alleyway on the left without any delay. They're here! Barely after turning a corner, another gunshot rings out, accompanied by those noisy footsteps from behind. Yella should have been able to run away from them easily. I can't run quickly enough after all. Ooh! A loud gunshot reaches my ears. Yella suddenly staggers a few steps and slows down. I run over to her. What happened?
止まらないで。走りなさい。
She sounds weak. Don't tell me she's been hit. You dare to run? Wait till this one here skins you alive. However, the footsteps from behind are getting closer. I have no time to check on her wounds and can only pull her with me as we continue to run for our lives. We have hardly run few steps before I suddenly find myself stepping on empty space, and I'm pulling Yella with me into the darkness below. We fell. Ah! After a short dizzy spell, I open my eyes again, but I'm still greeted by an expanse of darkness. I might be looking outwards because my knapsack is on my back. Maybe that backpack cushioned the impact, and I didn't end up with any broken bones. But my butt still hurts. What about Yella? I suddenly realize both of my hands are empty after holding Yella's hand all the while, and I have no idea where she is. I want to get up in panic, but something seems to be pinning me, and my hips won't obey me. I thought of pushing the thing that is pinning me aside. Upon touching it, that thing actually feels soft, as if it's made of cloth, and a bit round in shape. Oh. Yala, where are you? Her voice is coming from somewhere very close by, as if she's right ahead. Don't tell me. I use my hand to squeeze that soft circular cloth again.
どこ触ってんのよ。
Okay, this is the classic situation. Indeed, Yella is pinning me, and the soft sensation really feels great. So I have found out for the first time how it feels from pinching girls. Where did they go? How did we lose them? They were still running in front just now and must be hiding somewhere nearby. Search around quickly! Before I can enjoy that moment, our pursuers' voices are issuing out from above. Looks like we have fallen into a big hole. They're coming. We should go. Hurry. We should go. Hurry.
もう足の感覚がないの。あんただけ行きなさい。
Huh? What are you saying? I take off the knapsack to hold in one hand and allow Yella to climb onto my back. And this time I notice we aren't at the bottom of a large pit. Rather, we're inside a tunnel, and you can see a faint light ahead.
あんた、私を背負ったまま動けるの？
Pretty much. It's okay. This isn't the first time I'm carrying you anyway. I support both of her feet with my hands as best as I can to allow her more stability on my back. I can't see clearly. You have good eyesight. Help me see which way to go.
少し右に行って。
I follow Yella's instruction and turn in one direction. This way?
いいわ。そのまま進んで。
Sit tight. I begin to stride forward.
ゆっくり。水たまりがあるから慎重に歩きなさい。
Izutamari, huh? Okay. Maybe she remembers something and gave this reminder. Okay. By following Yella's directions, we go further inside the tunnel, and the surroundings become quiet. Our pursuers' curses have stopped reaching our ears, and we can only pick up sound of water dripping, faint scuttling and squeaking noises instead. This place stinks. Where are we?
わからない。隣にあるのはドブかしら。
Sewage canal? The people nowadays build their sewers underground? No wonder the surface looks so clean. Yella sounds a little tired. Are you seriously hurt?
大丈夫。ちょっと眠いだけ。
Hope so. You can't sleep now. They say it is very easy to sleep for good once you fall asleep after being injured. Yella murmurs without saying anything else, and I'm feeling worried again. Hear a song from me.
耳障りは。
I'm just going to sing.
やめなさいよ。耳が腐るわ。
Jangan menodai telingaku, katanya. I ignore Yella's objections and begin to sing loudly. That bright moonlight, itulah apa nggak tahu. I don't know the song. Shines at my window screen. I only love. What is this song? One of them. Yet I would suffer so much hardship This surf is really heartless. Okay, they're giving us one line at a time for the song, but I don't know what song it is. I don't know how to sing it. See, I can still sing, right?
やめて。さっさと進んで。
Although it might be off key, at least I can prevent Yella from falling asleep. After walking for some time, we reached that light in the distance I saw earlier. Can we get out from here? I look up when we are under that light and realize it is a street light shining through many holes from above. That means we can reach the surface from here. Or we can either continue underground or climb up. If I have to guess, the guessers are still looking for us at the upper side. So let's just continue underground. We don't have enough distance from our pursuers, so it's not a good time to go up yet. They have a lot of people and might be everywhere, searching for us. What do you think? I should Yella, and she seems a bit dazed.
そうね。まだ出ない方がいいわ。
Yeah, let's continue down here. We continue to move forward after reaching an agreement. There should be another exit like this ahead. If we really can't find it, we can always return here. After walking again for some time, our surroundings become darker. Just when I'm wondering if we should head back, Yala suddenly opens her mouth.
光が見えるわ。
There's light ahead? Oh, interesting. Hang on. Eh? There's light? I strain my eyes to peer ahead. It is completely dark and I can't see any light at all.
どこ見てんの？あそこよ。
How can you miss a light? She uses both hands to turn my head in one particular direction, but I still can't see any light. I don't see it.
あんた、目大丈夫？
I don't know. Maybe the light is very faint. She can see it, whereas I can't.
まだわからないわ。とにかく進みましょう。
Yes, yes. I nod, and we move quickly in that direction.
もうすぐよ。
Yellow murmurs into my ears.
もうすぐ着くわ。
We're there? I still can't see anything, and I began to panic when she said that to me. Don't tell me she's hallucinating because she isn't going to make it.
もう光の中に入ったわ。
You raise the light? Really? As I'm about to stop and check on Yella, a last ray of light suddenly envelops us. What? In an instant, our dark surroundings miraculously becomes bright and cheery. Huh? We were walking underground. Since when did we end up on the road in the morning?
え？何よ、これ。
I don't know
ここは
too.
どこ？
I like to ask about something too. What are those words at the store entrance? Sale, book. Yellow moves her head on my back.
リンのコンビニ？
Right, your wound. I turned around to check on Yella.
変だわ。急に痛くなくなった。
Okay, what happened? She extends her hand to feel her leg, as if a bullet wound should have been there.
とりあえず 下ろしてくれる？
Okay. Bend down slightly and allow Yala to dismount. Upon further notice, I realize I'm wearing the clothes I used to wear right at the beginning. Surprisingly. Huh. Weird. That knapsack full of blood bags and the money in my pockets are gone. In addition, all that crime we accumulated after falling down the hole earlier has even disappeared. Yala and I look at each other. We seem to have returned to that state when we first arrived in this world, 300 years in the future. What is going on? Is this a dream?
買い物する人いなさそうね。あそこで誰か話してるわ。
I follow Yala's gaze and see three faces peering through glass doors. Ah, what is this so cute? Ah, lucunya. Ah, kawaii. Ini apa ini? Ah, kenapa mereka punya kuping kayak mono mimi gitu? Ah, mereka manusia bukan? Kayaknya bukan. Ah, mereka lucu-lucu. Ah. The three of them are talking softly to themselves, and the voices Yala and I have heard belong to them. Ah, lucunya mereka bertiga. Ternyata tiga-tiganya. Ah, kawaii. In that case, I should ask about our surroundings. What is this place? Why do all of you have animal ears? Accessories?
わかりません。何？これは本物。飾りじゃない。
Yeah, what the hell? Real ears? Why beneran kemono mimi?
もうバカグマ、なんで言っちゃうのよ。それで、ここはどこなの？
Mereka ada pengisi suaranya. After being silent for some time, Fox Girl suddenly spoke.
いらっしゃいませ、お客様。何かお探しですか？アイスをお求めですか？こちらにいろんなアイスがありますよ。こんなに暑い日ですし、お一ついかがですか？はあ
In fact, what is this place? Yala and these three strange girls are chattering beside me. Looks like we're going to start on our new lives muddle-headedly. And what, it ended there? What the hell? Why? Hey, kita have ending. Welcome to Fluffy Store. Is this another game? Huh? Hang on. Jangan, look at the color here. Wow, hey. Ini ada banyak gambar di tengahnya belum kebuka. Yang tengah-tengah ini gambar ini tadi. Bang. Tunggu. Endingnya tadi di mana gambarnya? Collected 55 plus 92. Sorry, 92. Wow, what the hell? Kenapa nggak bisa ngeliat gambarnya endingnya tadi? Why? Nah, ini animasi chibi-chibi. Ini di awal. Sampai D, sampai E. Oke. Jadi ini adalah animasi-animasi yang bukan animasi sih, gambarnya aja, CG illustration. Kenapa nggak ada yang gambar ending tadi ya? Why? I want to see the ending. quality control. Where is the flowchart going? Sampai sini betul, tapi tadi itu continue underground-nya yang salah. Ending another new world. Oke, kita secara nggak sengaja pergi ke game lain. Oke. Setelah load. Nah, itu di sini ya. Oke, karena masih ada waktu, coba loading ini dulu. Dan itu nanti di alleyway. Skipnya gimana?
Berkata.
Skip, aduh skip. Cepetin dulu. Sampai ke tempat yang tadi, berarti harus naik. Huh? Tadi itu adalah portal untuk pergi ke game lain. Huh? Nah, sampai sekitar sini. Oke, tadi itu climb. Tadi itu continue underground ya, yang salah ya, yang sampai pergi ke game lain. Kayaknya itu game lain bikinannya developer ini juga. Dan kita akan climb up. Seems you can get out from here. Let's go up. Coba minum dulu. There are some rungs for us to climb up, but it seems that opening can only fit one person across. I'll go up and take a look. You wait here.
気をつけなさいよ。あいつらまだ私たちを探してるかもしれないから。
Got it. There's a well on this wall first. I put Yella down and begin to climb up using the handholds. Upon reaching the top, I open a cover filled with holes and pop my head out to survey the area around me. It is an unfamiliar place. The streets are deserted and very quiet. I also listen intently for a while to make sure there are no signs of our pursuers. We have probably escaped from them. What a relief. It's safe. Come up. I report the situation to Yella below.
降りてきて少し手伝って。
How do I help someone climbing up a ladder? Yes. Yella is leaning against the wall with her eyes closed and she looks very weak. I see signs of blood on her neck, but the place isn't bright enough for me to determine the extent of her wound. Looks like we have to get out first before I can take a closer look. How about this? I will hold your butt and lift you up.
お尻
Sorry, I just apa ya bahasa Inggrisnya itu ya? No. Oke, jadi gimana caranya? How do I help someone climb a ladder? Yes, are you still going to mine at this point?
そうだけど上を見たら許さないから
I won't look. Hurry up. I'll check your wounds when we get out of this place.
足に力が入らなくてちょっと重いかも
It's okay. I still have to lift you up no matter how heavy you are. Come. I bend down and motion for Yella to climb on my shoulders. She hesitates for a while, but she follows my instructions anyway. Let's go! I wait for her to steady herself before standing up. Then I use both hands to support her butt and send her up to the surface by shoving with all my might. So we literally push her from below. Phew! We're finally out. I climb out closely behind her and lie down on the ground, exhausted. My limbs are shaking so much they feel like jelly. It's really tiring. I breathe in a lot of the fresh air now that we're finally away from that stench in the tunnels below. But you would. I thought of resting for a while, but I suddenly realized Yella didn't make any sound after I sent her up before me, so I hardly get up and go over to check on her. Holy shit, mahanya. This certainly doesn't look good. Holy crap! I'm gonna get a YouTube warning or something, either from the core or from the pantsuit. She's also lying down like me. I might have thought she's resting if I didn't look closely. But under that street lighting, I found out she isn't in good shape at all. There is a small bullet wound on her leg. A black bullet is embedded deeply inside. The muscle structure is ruined. And blood is still flowing out. Yalla! I began to panic. Massive blood loss is the prelude to death. Vampires certainly won't be able to survive that amount of bleeding, no matter how powerful they are. She's going to die if I don't do something. Yalla, hang in there. I hardly used both hands to press against her wound, hoping it will stop the bleeding. I'm gonna have to read this part faster. Yalla groans in agony and sweat is dripping from her forehead. Tell me what I should do, quick! I try my best to press on her wound, but the blood is still flowing through my fingers. Blood? The blood bags? At once! I can only use one hand to search through the knapsack, but it contains dried up bags instead. What? What happened? I noticed the knapsack is stained with a layer of blood. The blood bags probably broke when I fell down earlier, and most of that liquid had flowed out and dried up when we made our way here. Yalla, hold on! I continued to search for an undamaged blood bag and check on Yalla at the same time. Yalla? Her eyes are shut and I can hardly hear her breathe. What should I do? Panic grips me and my head is filled with thoughts of her imminent death. She's going to die, yet I'm still taking my own sweet time to search for a blood bag. Quick! Suck my blood! I throw the knapsack aside and extend my arm in front of Yalla's mouth. Bite it! Yalla opens her mouth slightly and I can see a vein emerge on her head. But she closes her mouth again when she's about to bite my arm. She turns her head away to keep her distance from my arm. What are you thinking? Your life is more important. She forcefully turns her head away while gasping, and her breathing becomes weaker. You can't be serious. You're about to die. Just suck my blood. Yalla didn't answer. She closes her eyes and her breathing gradually stops. I hold my breath. Yalla resembles a girl whom I saw being hit by a stray arrow before. She was still lying on the ground like an abandoned doll. Yalla! Yalla! I shake her, but she isn't responding at all. Blood! Blood! I quickly turned around to empty the contents of the knapsack onto the ground and squeeze the remaining blood out from the wrinkled packs. Eventually, I managed to salvage half a pack of usable blood. Then I quickly moved the package open into Yella's mouth, intending to pour its contents inside. Yella has lost consciousness and I can only get the blood to flow down her throat. However, the opening on the blood pack is too big and it is very difficult to control the flow. My hands shook a bit and quite a substantial amount of blood has spilled away from her lips. At this rate, Yella probably won't have much to drink at all from the leftover blood that I have painstakingly gathered. Ah, there's a pot. Oh, what should I do? My voice is quavering and I'm flustered. I look around in confusion, but I can't see anything. Then I regard Yella again. I have no choice but to do this. I raise the packet and use my lips to hold the opening in place. Then I pour its contents into my mouth. Huh? Put the contents into your mouth. Oh! I quickly shut my mouth as the blood imparts a disgusting taste. I contain my feelings of devotion, knelt down close to Yella, opened her mouth slightly, and attached mine to hers to prevent any of that precious blood from spilling out. Then I used my lips and tongue to force that blood down Yella's throat. This is CPR but to vampire. After repeating this step several times, you doing it several times, I see one of Yella's fingers move. That's great, it's working. She's coughing. She coughed severely for a while, with the lingering smell of blood being forced through her nose into my cheeks before she opens her eyes. Now I have finished delivering all of the blood in my mouth and get up. Our eyes meet, and the atmosphere from a pair of large eyes facing a pair of small eyes seems hard to describe. Her face still has remnants of blood I spilled when I tried to feed her that pack earlier. She opens her mouth but stops herself from saying anything. Now I really miss her usual domineering form. She can lecture me, but it really feels awkward when we're staring at each other without saying anything. You can drink the rest. I hand that packet containing a tiny amount of blood to Yella. She raises her hand, but it drops back on the ground in no time. She can only keep those purple eyes trained on me. Me? You asking me to come to you? She's just staring at me and isn't saying anything. Silence means consent. Silence doesn't actually mean consent, but in this case I think it is, because she cannot say anything. She's too weak to do that, so yeah. I'm gonna have to hide the bot user from my stream. Let's just delete it, okay. In that case, I pour the remaining amount of blood into my mouth and deliver it into Yella's mouth. Soon, a miracle occurs. The blood on her face is absorbed by her skin. Her leg is regenerating rapidly with new muscular tissues growing from inside, forcing out any foreign objects, and that bullet clatters on the ground. After some time, The wound on her leg has disappeared completely, and I can't even see a scar, as if she has never been shot in the first place. You... I get used to all these strange occurrences, yet I'm still watching with mouth agape.
何よ、大口開けて。私が誰か忘れたわけじゃないでしょ。
Just continue to the next scene, okay? Please continue to the next scene. And no, you okay?
まあまあね。まさか銃弾一発でこんな無様な状態になるとは思わなかったけど。
What do you mean, simply taking one bullet? Look at this. Anyone will certainly die from taking one. So a modern bullet is more dangerous than a medieval bullet, huh? I pick up that slug on the ground and show it to Yella. The metallic projectile is round and shiny at the back, and the head extends outwards like a pedal. I've never seen such a fine bullet before.
この時代の人は殺人にまでこだわってるんだね。
Anyway, be careful next time. I sigh and extend my hand to pull Yella up.
ありがとう、レイラ。
Did she mutter something when she got up? No, she didn't. What did you say?
別に。せっかく見つけた美味しい巣がなくなっちゃった。
She looks remorsefully at the empty packs scattered on the ground before she licks her lips again.
でも、あんたが飲ませてくれた血は変な味がしたわ。
How was it weird? Okay, it's a collection of many plots. Huh? You can't blame me. I really had no choice at that time.
分かってるわ。そうじゃなくて、あの血は甘いはずなのに、甘みの中に酸味を感じたの。本来の味と違ってた。
Probably because it's not blood. Hello Juan, hello, welcome to the stream. Name card for edit, what do you mean? I don't get it. You mean that kind when freshly obtained milk is put aside for several days and the taste will change?
似てると思うわ。
The bloods really aren't fresh anyway. No wonder they put the blood packs in a special place. Come to think of it, that place was rather cold.
悔しいわ。大好きな甘い血ばっかり選んだのに。
Sadly you cannot have them. Have the sweet taste. Yella pats her skirt to smooth those creases. Then she notices the blood stains on it and becomes displeased. That place has water flowing out. Let's use that to wash it. Both of my hands are also stained with blood. People will definitely get the wrong impression that I did something wicked if I don't find a way to wash them off.
それは何？
We arrive near that thing where water is flowing out. It looks like a pole planted on the ground and has openings at all four sides, but water is only gushing out from one nozzle. A hose, a tap water, 4 tap waters. The water here is surprisingly clean. Name a car for edit, what do you mean? Do you want me to name a card, huh? Subaru. I take a handful of water to rub my hands together and wash away the blood.
面白いわね。綺麗な水を無料で提供してるの？
It's not a fountain, Yella also receives the water with both hands. Then she carefully brings the clear liquid to her blood-stained clothes and begins to wipe it. Speaking of which, your regeneration ability is too scary.
その代償もあるわ。
Yella has probably finished her wash. She stands up to pat her skirt and shake the water off. You already lead a life with so much power. It's fair to pay a small price for it.
都市なんかじゃないわ。
Who cares? It would be nice if only I could have such powers. After all, one will have nothing upon death. Staying alive is still a universal truth.
そう。それじゃ手加減なしで思いっきり殴れるわね。
Why not? Is this the price you mentioned?
もういいわ。どうせあんたには関係ないもの。それより急いで町に戻りましょう。あいつらは車を持ってるわ。ここへもすぐにやってくるかもしれない。
That's true. We don't have any blood packs to save your life if you take another bullet.
まずは自分の心配をしなさい。人間。
Okay. We walk for a long time. Eventually, we left that dingy suburban area and returned to the brightly lit city. Our pursuers didn't catch up with us either. Sorry about that.
疲れたわ。
Wait, do we have a place to stay the night already? Don't think we do. A vampire would also feel tired?
バカ言わないで。回復したばかりなのよ。
Fine. I thought you would be up and about after making a full recovery.
始祖のヴァンパイアや長く生きているヴァンパイアは長時間寝なくても平気だって言われてるわ。疲れを恐れず重傷を負っても意識を失うことはない。まさに超自然的存在ね。
Itu pasti vampir dalam legenda. Those must be the legendary vampires.
でも私はまだだね。太陽の下に立てるようになるまでに相当の時間がかかったわ。
So you're very powerful, and yet you're only an ordinary vampire? Where can we find one of those super vampires?
知らないわ。ただの伝説だもの。結局呪いの下では全てが平等なの。
Curse?
ああ、お風呂に入って寝たいわ。
She ignores my question and stretches, while lamenting at our current state of affairs. I also feel a bit tired now that you've reminded me. It would be nice to find a place to sleep, but we still don't have money. I can't help feeling guilty over it. If I hadn't lost my grip at that time, we would have an entire box of money right now. It's my fault.
あんたのせいじゃないわ。あの状況じゃ仕方ないもの。そうだ、まだポケットに詰めた分があるんじゃない？全部落としちゃった？
I'm not sure. I have stuffed money into my pockets. You did. I insert my hands into my pockets. Indeed, they contain quite an amount of notes. I quickly take out the cash. Yella is also looking at the stuff in my hands. Our expressions slowly turn from gloominess to joy.
早く全部出しなさいよ。
Yes! Haha! I search every pocket thoroughly. and take out a total of 7 or 8 words of cash.
一束いくらなの？
I nod. Choose a stack, tear off the paper wrapping around it, and count them with Yella.
これ全部100元札よ。
Oh?
それが一束に1、2、50枚？やったわ。具木のくせに大手柄よ。
It's not for nothing. This is great. Thanks to my foresight. Now, why is he calling me an incompetent thrall?
じゃあ打撲にするわ。こうしちゃいられない。これだけあれば支配人も文句は言わないわよね。早く部屋を探しましょう。早くお風呂に入りたい。
Oh, find a room?
どうかした？
Nothing. I just thought it sounded a bit jarring.
バカ言ってないで行くわよ。今日は一番豪華な部屋に泊まるんだから。
Most luxurious. Yella grabs my hand this time and skips along. We arrive at a really posh hotel in the city. What the hell? It's different from the London hotel earlier. You can easily tell from outside that it is spacious and luxurious.
ここにしましょう。
I hope we don't get any new problems in here. Yella proceeds to enter the hotel with the red carpet outside, but I quickly stop her. This one isn't cheap.
何ビビってんのよ。行きましょう。
She's still going. That's true. We have money now. She pulls me excitedly into the hotel. But a strong-looking man in red uniform comes over to block us when we enter the place. Halt, you two. What is your business here? Yella and I are puzzled when we suddenly get barred. What business could anyone possibly have except to take up lodging here?
ここに泊まりたいの。
Right. I nod along with Yella. You should know, our hotel is on the premium side. But the guard gives us a disapproving look after we told him our purpose. That's weird.
どういう意味よ。この私が上流階級に見えないとでも？
You're okay, although your clothes are a little dirty. I can see that you normally take good care of your appearance and manners, and it may simply be an exception. But this person beside you, in all honesty, he looks like a refugee. Based on our dress code, we can't entertain anyone with messy attire or hair. Please do not make things difficult for me. They have a dress code to enter the hotel? What the hell? What kind of hotel is this, huh? Although I'm the offending one, Yella voices her displeasure before I can express any dissatisfaction over it.
歓迎いたしかねるですって。彼は私のしもべよ。お金が払えないとでも思ってるの？
She retrieves a wad of money from her pockets, tosses it at the guard's face, and the money scatters on the floor. Ah, money! I hardly kneel down to pick them up. This girl actually threw away $5,000 in cash without thinking.
今日は何が何でも泊まらせてもらうからね。
Yella pushes the guard aside and forces her way in. Since she's already in, hang on. Just to be safe, I'm gonna load. I'm gonna save. Wait, is this all the plus save? Oh, that's how you do it. Okay. Barge in with her. Wait for me! I quickly gathered the notes on the floor and followed Yella. I'm just dressed a little shabbily after thinking about it. So long as we can give them money, that probably won't make things difficult for us. Oh! Just as I'm about to enter the hotel lobby with her, someone hits the back of my head with a baton, and everything turns black. Why did he attack me? What the hell? Huh? What is wrong with this god? Am I doing something wrong? What the hell? I'm not even guilty of anything. Why? Don't move. We're going to call the police. Monster! I can hear Yella's voice, people screaming in agony, and police sirens before I pass out. What the hell is the problem with that god? Huh? I got hit at the back of my head just because how I dress? Huh? Huh? What kind of hotel is that? After that, I got in prison, and I didn't hear anything about Yella again. But I wondered why that curse, where I would become a pile of bones once she was too far away from me, didn't take effect. Later, I was brought before court to face charges. The judge declared that I made an unlawful entry and wasn't a citizen of this country, and he expelled me. However, they couldn't determine my nationality, so they sent me to a small unknown island. The people here were talking in an unfamiliar language. I did my best to assimilate into this place with each passing year. Eventually, I also became one of the native inhabitants on this island. I wonder how much time has passed. One day, I suddenly remember a vampire girl called Yella while I'm seated on a reclining chair in my house to watch the sea. How is she now? Can I still see her again? I don't know. The sea breeze blows across my gray hair, tickling my skin. Then I close my eyes and stop thinking. And not bad, still alive. What kind of ending is this? I got hit in the back of my head just because of my dress. I hate that security guard. Let's see the flowchart. Ending lonely exile. Okay, so a close shape. A close di sini ada pilihan, huh? What was the option we have in here? I don't remember. Welcome over here, the card of the cake. Perasaan nggak ada pilihan berkata dari di sini tadi. Selain Persian with her itu bisa dan tembus ke bawah. Hanya belum buka sih. Anyway, ini apa ini? Hang on. Oh enggak, di sini ada pilihan why. Anyway, sini. Kita bisa ngeload dari sini, holy crap. Dari sini bisa load, bisa. And then another one, ini bisa di load, bisa. Holy crap. We can load from the flowchart. This game is great. Kalau mau apa nggak perlu mulai dari awal. Oke, kalau itu mari kita ulangi lagi. Hello Zerlin, hello, welcome to the stream. Hope you like it. I hope you understand English too. Let's just see. Do not barge in with her, or I got hit at the back of my head. Forget it. Forget it. Simmer down. I quickly grabbed the money on the floor and stopped Yala from barging in. It's just a hotel, and we can stay anywhere we like. I'm sure the city has more expensive and luxurious hotels.
もういいわ。お金儲けに興味を示さない愚かな商人に付き合ってる暇はないの。行くわよ、しもべ。
Yala suddenly calmed down, and I suggested an alternative. She didn't head further inside, but she turned around to walk out instead. Right. It's so nice to say anywhere we like when we have money. Please wait, both of you. Yala and I are about to leave this place, but an imposing male voice calls us to stop in no time. Welcome. I'm the lobby manager of this place. I must apologize for our guard's impolite behavior. Upon hearing those words, Yala and I stopped in our tracks and turned around at the same time. The voice came from a man in a formal attire, and he is bowing to us an apology. Our security personnel have the safety of this hotel in mind, and this one is just a little inept at dealing with people. Please do not take it too hard. He straightens up after saying it and looks at each of us gently. We provide premium laundry services. You only need to call an internal number from your room, and our dedicated staff will come to collect your clothes. Please be lenient and forgive our guard for stepping the line. How about staying here for today? Him. The manager glances at the security guard and he immediately bows to us. I'm terribly sorry for being rude to both of you, sir, miss. Please accept my apologies. What should we do? I glance at Yala and she's smiling. In addition, our hotel has a boutique. You can choose some new clothes for yourselves if you need them. The manager might have noticed we're caving in, and he seized the opportunity to begin a sales pitch.
あんな無礼な対応をしておいて、謝ったらそれで終わり？あなたたちの誠意はそれだけなのよ。
We have. How about this? I will personally handle the registration for both of you and offer a 10% discount if you stay at our hotel. 10% discount? That is 90% of the usual price. What do you think?
まあまあね。行きましょう。一番いい部屋をお願いね。
Yes. Please follow me. Maybe we made a big display of flaunting our wealth in front of the reception counter. They simply looked through our identification documents and respectfully returned them to us without really verifying it. Anyway, we managed to stay in a luxurious hotel by lifting those driving licenses from a police vehicle. They don't even check. They don't even check the validity of it. The hotel attendant led us to our room and opened the door with a key. We were riveted by the clean and comfortable environment inside. The room was spacious and had a large soft bed at the center. May I know if there's anything else you need?
ないわ。
Just listen at her laugh. Yala seems very eager to enter. She waves at the attendant and rushes in. What is your boutique? We have a shopping arcade on basement 1 and 2. You can take that elevator we came from just now to go there. Got it. It's a good thing I observed how the attendant operated that elevator just now. I should be able to operate the lift controls and shove around the arcade a bit later. Alright, you can call for me if you need anything. The attendant nods and goes off along the soft-carpeted corridor. Can we see the flowchart from here? You can. It's still a bit long, we're gonna have another option later. I enter our room and shut the door. Yala is lying on the bed and turning from side to side in excitement.
ふかふかでいい匂い。最高だわ。
You're so dirty. Don't soil a clean white blanket by turning about. A pillow flies across and hits my face before I can finish. I quickly grab the cushion before it drops onto the floor.
うるさいわね。しらけるでしょ。
Now let's wear some new clothes downstairs first, then change into them after taking a bath, and send the ones we're wearing now to wash.
新しい服？いいわ。行きましょう。
She jumps out of bed upon hearing about new clothes. Seems girls find new attire irresistible after all. We arrive at the underground shopping arcade downstairs. When I see the high ceiling, the spacious corridors, and the dazzling array of merchandise for sale, it simply feels like a dream for me. In the past, I remember the rich would indulge in food and simply wear any clothes that were available. But today, my outdated views on how they did things 3 centuries ago are totally debunked. Keeping up with the good times is more enticing than being wealthy. Ekspresinya lah. Ekspresi mata kosong Lily.
そうね。300年後の時代は素敵だわ。ねえ、あれは何？
Looks like some sort of condiment.
遠くにいる時からいい匂いがしてたわ。この小瓶は香水じゃないかしら。調味料じゃなくて香りで体の嫌な匂いを消す化粧品よ。
I see. The rich in the past would use incense to remove their body odors. I heard they would need to light it for quite a long time before it could be used. Now they only need to spray a few drops in this newfangled thing called a perfume.
わあ、何これ？口紅っていうの？すごく可愛いわ。私も一つ欲しい。
Are girls naturally interested in these things? Besides, you don't need those toys at all. Your lips will turn red whenever you bite someone, right?
野蛮人は黙ってなさい。
Yala elbows me. Now, don't forget our original purpose. We are here to buy clothes.
とりあえずこれを買うまで待ってなさい。
So we stroll along the arcade and buy all sorts of accessories before arriving at the area where we can buy clothes.
このスカートいいわね。
Will we see a different art of Yala? Yala holds up a skirt and presses it against her body to compare the size.
これも良さそう。
And she picks another skirt.
どっちがいい？
Just buy both if you like them.
そうやってごまかすんだから。
Then she ignores me and looks through the last number of clothes for sale, leaving me with no choice but to find a place to sit and wait for her. This girl is really slow in choosing her clothes. I can't help myself from nodding along.
ねえな。
I seem to have heard Yellow's voice faintly from somewhere.
しもべ。
What is this? new skirt, new thighs. New art, new skirt. I hardly wipe away the saliva at the corner of my mouth and open my eyes. You. Oh. New art. Bella is changed into a green skirt and a white blouse. She looks slightly less mysterious and a little more refreshing compared to earlier, more modern life. I'm gonna screenshot this. Yala wangi wangi.
どう？
Lovely. Lovely. Very lovely. I'm left speechless by it.
私が可愛いの当然でしょ？服はどう？似合ってる？
It looks very good.
さあ、あんたの服も選ぶわよ。
Yala looks extremely pleased and pulls me along with her. I have to choose mine as well.
そりゃそうよ。じゃないとまた差別されるわよ。
Okay. We return to our room, fully satisfied with our purchase. They just skip me choosing my clothing. They just skip that. Okay. They don't even give like a special like CG special background like we and Yala shopping together. No, they just skip it.
私のベッド。
Yala kicks off her shoes to one side and dives into the comfort of that soft woolen blanket. Wait, you still haven't taken your bath yet.
いや、もう今すぐ寝たいの。絶対ここから出ないからね。
Yala tucks herself deep inside the blanket. Don't be so stubborn. Yala didn't answer. She buries her head inside the soft pillow, and both her feet are hitting the bed continuously. By the way, why didn't you book 2 rooms? I glanced around the entire room and noticed it only has 1 bed. Where am I going to sleep then? When we are at the reception counter, Yala chose a suite without any hesitation and immediately went to the room with the key exuberantly, giving me no time to say anything. By the way, it shouldn't be a problem for me to book another room. I don't really need a suite, and a single room should suffice.
余計にお金がかかるでしょ。悪い？
You're talking about saving money from talking about spending it buying clothes and then looking for a hotel, huh? Now you're talking about saving money? Are you serious? I believe he can be frugal when we're down and out, but you're still thrifty even though we really have money now? It doesn't seem like you. Renting a suite is inherently expensive.
信じようと信じまいとお好きになさい。
Yella hurls a pillow at me again. It misses and lands on the floor this time. You missed. You'll be sleeping on this pillow afterwards. I picked up that pillow she threw at me and deliberately placed it next to her.
どっか行って。これはあんたのだからね。
Huh. She immediately swipes the 2 pillows on the bed. Mine? Oh, wait. I know. You fear being alone, so you didn't book 2 rooms, right? You want to sleep with me so much?
あんた。
Yella's face suddenly turns red, and she's at a loss for words. I'm gonna screenshot this. What about me? Did I say anything wrong? Don't tell me I'm right. This girl is really afraid to stay in a room by herself.
このクブク、あんたなんか死ねばいいのよ。
She bounces on me in anger, knocking me down on the soft carpeting. What a fright. Luckily the floor has soft carpeting. I nearly lost my life from a broken skull.
万死に値するわ。死になさいこの。
She jabs at my ribs a few times afterwards. Ow! Stop! Stop! My bones are going to break from your steel hands.
あんた酸っぱいわね。
Of course it does. Don't tell me your body isn't aching.
酸っぱくないわ。
If you aren't going to bathe, your body is going to hurt more than me.
そんなわけないでしょ。
She gets up from me. Incidentally, the underside of her skirt is facing me. Are you sure that is incidental? Hang on. I want to see the flowchart. We're still a long way from the true ending over here. Oh, this angle. Ow! I will see her kick in the face before I can see anything clearly.
地獄に落ちなさい。
Ouch! She viciously stamps on my face a few more times before leaping in the hug. I look at the pile of dirty clothes thrown at one side as the yellow has entered the bathroom. Right, I still need to look for an attendant. I open the room door and look at the corridor outside. I can't see an attendant anywhere, so I have to go out to search for one. Eventually, I bump into an attendant pushing a trolley when I reach the hotel lobby while carrying a bag of dirty clothes. You could have just called room service, but maybe he doesn't know how to call room service. For now, let's just invite this one. We don't need to actually make a lot of save files. We can use the flowcharts anyway, so just invite this one. Okay, so I'm gonna end my stream right here. Gallery, you open almost everything. What is this one? Huh? We still have some a lot of empty galleries. Ini kunjungan dari game lain. This is from another game. Okay, so I'm gonna end my stream right here. Thank you to everyone who came and watched. I hope you enjoyed. Please give a like and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys next time. Mata nih.